Today's the day I am going to harvest my garlic. If you've ever grown garlic before, you know that it is a patience game. I planted this garlic back in November of the fall. It is now July. So that's December, January, February, March, April, May, June. We're almost 8 months since I planted those tiny little cloves of garlic. So today we're going to test out and see how my garlic turned out. Shh, don't tell anybody, but I'm about to harvest all this garlic from this raised bed. If you want to learn how to grow garlic and so many other plants in the kitchen garden, you got to subscribe to the Gardenary channel. I'll teach you exactly how to grow leaves and roots and fruit in your kitchen garden all season long. Thanks so much for subscribing. Send me a DM or an email to let me know that you're in. So I planted garlic by little cloves and put them in here to kind of go through the winter. The sign that your garlic is ready to harvest is when the bottom 2 or 3 leaves starts to turn brown. Well, you can see that we are well past that stage. The leaves up here have already turned brown. I've been actually waiting, 1, to do this video, but 2, because we've had a ton of rain. And generally you want to have a period where your garlic can really dry out in the garden before you harvest it. But that day just is not coming. So today is the day to test and see if I waited too long. But here is our first garlic baby. I don't know, what do you think? I think she looks pretty good. So we've got some nice cloves formed here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like it's about a 6 clove garlic. It looks really nice and healthy. Each of these leaves that forms on your garlic actually represents covering those cloves. So this one looks pretty good. Let's keep it going and see how the rest of these look. Now, as you can see, I planted a lot of other plants in here. I see a lot of gardeners plant garlic and they only have garlic in the bed, nothing else. And that seems like a lot of space that you're giving up for a lot of the year. So I've got tomatoes and cucumbers and basil and peppers and bush beans, all kinds of things growing in here alongside the garlic. So I hope that encourages you that you can do both. Wow, look at this one. It looks so good. Lots of cloves on this garlic. This looks awesome. I'm so happy. I don't think I've ever grown garlic this nice and mature. All right, so let's do a few other harvests and see if they're all this good. This one looks pretty nice as well. Loving this. Like I said, you probably want to harvest this a little bit sooner. Once those bottom 2 leaves have started to turn brown, then that's your sign that this garlic is drying out and fully formed its bulbs. So there we go, looking awesome. So garlic harvests generally happen between June and August, depending on where you live. When I was in Houston, which is like zone 9B, pretty warm, we would harvest garlic as early as April or May. And then when I was in Chicago, we would harvest garlic in like August, even early September. So it really depends on where you live, but that's kind of the range, May to August or September, depending on how high you are, how far away from the equator you are. But this is looking awesome. I'm so excited about this garlic. And these are the key signs to know. As soon as you start to see those lower leaves turn brown, then it is time for you to head out to the garden and pull your garlic. You can plant garlic in the spring, but for sure my most successful garlic are the ones that I planted in the fall, which is coming up really soon. It's July right now, which means it'll be time to order garlic and be ready to plant as early as October of this fall season. Growing garlic is just one of the things that we're growing in this one raised bed, and I want to teach you how to do it all. I have an online course called Kitchen Garden Academy, and you can be sure that you're the first to know when the doors to the Kitchen Garden Academy open next. To find out more, check the link below and be sure you're on the wait list if we're not open right now. You can also shop all the things in my kitchen garden inside the Gardenary online shop at gardenary.com. We've got raised beds, trellises, all my favorite tools, everything you need to set up the kitchen garden of your dreams and grow garlic of your dreams too.